Hello everyone, I am back once again for the third time in one night, but I don't know if it's the third time in one night for you, giggity, with a 1/6 scale Power Rangers ThreeZero figure review. This time it is Lord Drakkon, which is from the Boom series, Boom Studios Power Rangers comics. And yeah, so let's get into the review. Alright, so let's check out the box. You got a cool picture of Lord Drakkon himself, Power Rangers logo. You got some ThreeZero logos here with his Drakkon coin. Nothing special on the side. Excuse me. Power Rangers lightning bolt with some cool photos of him. Same thing here, and then it opens up. It's got a cool picture on the side of him, as well as a window for the outfit itself. So, let's get him, nothing special here or here. Let's get him out of the box, shall we? He comes with the same, almost the same exact hands as the White Ranger, and almost the same exact hands as the Green Ranger, because he comes with the Dragon Dagger. So this is a hand for the Dragon Dagger, the flute holding hand, flute playing. Another one for playing the flute. And then he's just got some static hands, some grabby hands, and fist hands. Then he comes with the Dragon Dagger, which is really nicely detailed. Unfortunately, I think mine kind of came off here. If you could see it, that little piece right there came off. So I'm not going to touch it like that ever again. So hopefully it won't get any more damage. But the detail on this thing's awesome. Just like the one from the Green Ranger, it's really, really nice. And here's the figure himself. Now on the box, it shows him holding Saba. Oh, he does come with Saba. Ah, they were hiding Saba down there. So Saba's head doesn't come off. Unless you really pull, probably I can get it off. But he rips the head off of Saba in the comics. Spoiler alert. You probably know who Drakkon is if you're watching this. But it's the same Saba that you got with the White Ranger. Really well detailed. Just gorgeous. Everything I could say about this one, I already said in the White Ranger one. Super pointy, still. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Mwah. Yeah, I'm just surprised because I didn't expect him to come with both. Yeah, but anyway, he's got the same holster for it as the Green Ranger had. This thing's so cool. I love his helmet design. I like his other form, his last form better. So when they release that form, I'm gonna go crazy. The one that's black, it's got a cooler helmet. It's really cool. But this is his first form, and it's really cool. It's got the gorgeous red visor. You can see it right there. Gorgeous red visor. Really awesome, like mixture between the Green and the White Ranger. An awesome but very, very stiff shield. Everything I said about the White Ranger probably is gonna hold even more true for this one. So we'll see about that when we go into the articulation. But belt, he comes with a belt buckle, and it's just beautiful. It's not going to focus well. But the Rangers is a little off painted, but otherwise perfect. Green belt all the way around. Awesome gauntlets, but they're probably going to pose the same sort of thing with the other ones. It's going to hinder hand movement because it's set deep in there. All right, so it's going to hinder the side-to-side hand movement, which stinks, but it visually looks awesome. And then the same sort of things on the boots. And this is a different foot than the White Ranger because it has a different design here. Yeah. And 3-0 here. Right Andy on all these. So let's go over articulation. So let's start with the head and neck. Same sort of movement as the White Ranger. Looks up that much. Much better neck proportions than my 6-pack. Gotta figure out a way if I could fix that. The paint is pretty good on this. It does look a little uneven on some of the green, but you can't really notice it. All the gold is painted well. I don't have anything jumping out at me, you know. Obviously the pieces in here that are hard to get, they're going to be hard to get. So articulation for the arms are going to go up this much, which is the same as the White Ranger essentially, but the White Ranger had a little bit more movement in this area because it wasn't so stiff. So here he's just kind of all tense. But he's got the drop down a little bit. He's got double jointed elbow, but it only goes this much because this thing's very blocky. So both sides. This seems a little loose, but regardless, he can bend forward that much, but then he springs back up to about there. And he can go back that much. He's got... doesn't have much... oh, he's got a lot of twist here, actually. If you get the fabric out of the way, he twists pretty well. There's that creakiness again, but it goes all the way up, but then it kind of flops back down to about there. And again, no back movement unless you kind of push his leg off to the side. Oof. Oh god, that's tight. That scares me. That might be glued. Okay. That scared the living hell out of me. After what happened with my Pink Ranger. Oof. Okay. It's just very creaky. Again, he's got a thigh swivel, and he's got pretty good articulation on his feet, but that one popped out. So if I take this off and I bring this back down, I can get rid of all that. So I think this figure is gorgeous. Now it doesn't do so much for me when it comes to nostalgia. My favorite out of all 7 of the figures I have so far, 8 of the figures that I have so far, White's my favorite. I just think that the white one is the most well made. Let's put this in here. Nice. Let's get Saba in his hand. So now he's got Saba. And then let's see how this fits into the hands. So this hand would be for this. So So when he holds it, it's like. Brr, 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 brr. So this is essentially how it would be. Now, question is, with his articulation, can he get it holding it in that pose? So let's go ahead and take his hands out. My verdict is no, he cannot, because he can't get it close enough to his mouth. But, ow, that hurt. Poked me in the leg on the way down. So, you just can't. You might be able to fake it. Like, this is the best you're gonna get. Which looks good at that angle, but he's not actually touching the notes. The whatever they're called, trumpet or whatever. But it still looks kind of cool, and he looks cool. I do wish that they made this pop off, but maybe they'll save that for the other version. I love that he has the morpher on the white outfit, because it's not something that you see with the White Ranger, because he has the other season of Power Rangers costume, which was never with the actual season of Super Sentai that was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They did all that in America, but yeah, it's really nice. It's really gorgeous. The articulation's good. The accessories are cool. I have no complaints about it, except they probably could have made this a little bit more rubberized. If they made this more rubber, then you'd have more arm movability. Even this, if they made this like foamy, maybe it wouldn't last as long as hard plastic, but you'd get a little bit more movement here than you have. Because here, let's look at how far the arm goes, and then taking this off, how far it goes without it. So it can go up to that much. But because of this thing, it puts it back all the way to here. So it is what it is. You're getting less mobility just because of the cool costume. So yeah, I'll give this one a 10 out of 10 as well, because I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because they could have done the morph a little bit better. You can't really tell. It looks fine here, but autofocus isn't working on this new camera. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will eventually, hopefully. And yeah, this one seems like it has a little bit more padding, but maybe there's not a lot of padding here. And there is here, but this is covered with the White Ranger shield on the White Ranger figure, so I don't know. And it is funny that you can actually unbuckle the belt. It's like a working buckle on all of them. That's how it is on all of them. It's a full-on working buckle. Now, will it break over time? Probably. So I'm never going to do this again. But I put it back, and all is well with the world. So I'm just going, speaking of all is well with the world, I want to show you guys something that you may have been seeing in some of my recent videos, but look at this little window of paused nostalgia. Boop. So my brother makes these. He's got an Etsy shop called Paused Nostalgia, and they're really, really awesome. I have the link to his shop in the description, if I could think of words. And it's really cool. You give him 2 video games from SNES, NES, Sega Genesis, whatever. He's got all the choices on there. And you tell him a scene, whatever, and he will print out the scene. He will cut it out, put it into multiple 3D layers. You can see that there's multiple layers here. And put it together all beautifully. If I can give you a close-up of this one, this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Fight against Ivan Ooze. See all the Rangers there. This side is Batman. Batman and Robin. Or Batman the Animated Series. Batman and Robin. Adventures of Batman and Robin. This is cool. It has Batman, it has Robin, it's got Joker on it. What else could you want? It looks like it's on TV. He has 3D printed the game system, and he puts the photo of the game on the cartridge. So that's really cool. You tell him a bunch of stuff that you like from back in the 80s and 90s, whatever, and he will put stickers all over this thing. However many stuff you tell him. You see, I got Star Wars figures, I got String Thing, I got Pokemon cards, Power Ranger figures, N64, Lucky Charms. I got a bunch of stuff on this side, including he puts the game packaging, the game box on the side. And then, see, here again, Mallrats, Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, Batman, Pokemon, Paws Nostalgia, really cool logo. And he masks the battery box as a remote control. So that's really nifty too. It's just an awesome product. Go check out his Etsy shop. Buy something. He's going to put his heart and soul into every one of these. Probably even his blood a little bit. Knowing him. He works really hard on these things, and I said this in my other videos, but when I opened the box, I just had a big smile on my face because it's really, really cool. And it was really cool to see in person after he's been showing me progress pictures and stuff when he was working on the prototypes and stuff, which this is one of the prototypes. So if this is the prototype and it looks this good, imagine the one that he's actually making for people that aren't his brother. But figure, 9 out of 10. Paws Nostalgia, 10 out of 10. And that's it for this review. Hope you liked it. You can follow me on Twitter at 90sguytom. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at 90sguykev. Follow both of us on Instagram at the 90s guys. And with that, you'll see me next time.